Hey everybody, welcome to Everyday Waffles. What a hell of a unique ride this has been. So this is my wonderful home where I'm sitting relaxing with Bug, my friends at the Unicorn Altar, and I'm here to answer some questions. I've got some lovely people in the background. It's a little interview time of Q&A. So let's fire off that first question, shall we?
What do you hope your viewers get out of your philosophy and your show?
What do I hope? So the question is, what do I hope that you guys get out of this? I know what I get. So I hope that you guys get the same. It's showing up and being present and being uniquely you. I mean, I kind of celebrate the fact that I get to be uniquely me. And I got to do something pretty fucking spectacular called Everyday Waffles. And that was born out of something incredible. What else you got for me?
What do your friends and family think about your waffle diet?
You know, that's been the most beautiful part. People have just wondered, it's like, what is it going to look like when Brian starts to eat again? Well, I don't really know. Hell. It's just like, the whole thing started with, I hate eating, but I love waffles. And then brought to you by Homo Sweet Homo. I'm like, and I get to share my home with my family this way. Everybody that's in my family gets to see this, and that's a lovely thing. They get to see me happy, they get to see me thrive, but I also live in a fishbowl. So my family gets to see me show up, present, cooking for myself. My family gets to enjoy the food that I bring to the table, the bounty that I have. I have a neighbor that, I get to make food for. How incredible is that I have designed a nutrition level good enough, not just for me, but somebody else. And I get to show people that.
Why waffles?
Oh, I like this question. All right. So my grandma, this is her cookbook. I love these old cookbooks because they only have 5 digits on the phone number. So when I was a little kid, I had a allergy to wheat. And my grandma's the only one that actually respected that. It's a long story, but she made waffles, and I loved her waffles. Well, she decided to make oat flour, and she had never worked with oat flour, so she spent several weeks making her waffle recipe taste exactly like the one that I loved, but made with wheat flour. And I thought, my God, if I'm gonna start eating again, how about giving myself the same love that my grandma gave me? That's kind of how it started. It was just that memory of like, wait a minute, that waffle tasted so good. And I wanted something to taste good and feel good. So I made a waffle. I'm gonna cry. So I made a waffle. And it was damn good. And I kept going. And I thought, well, I just need to keep going. And the best way to keep going is to film it. Because if I film it, I'll just keep moving forward and keep doing it. And I did. And if you're watching this, you're also going to realize this is actually the last episode. So the journey ends here. And there's a reason. It's the waffle philosophy.
What is the waffle philosophy?
So the waffle philosophy is about a problem. So, if you take a problem and just put it in a waffle, it's just one round waffle. And that's a huge ass fucking problem. Like, how in the hell do I survive? I don't know. There's a lot of past trauma. I gotta deal with this shit. Okay, I look at all the past trauma, I'm like, what the fuck? No, it's too much. It doesn't have to be too much. Here's one waffle. Now I'm going to, as my friend lovingly pointed out to me, just pull out one corner. Just break it up into 4 pieces, that's it. And then take that one corner and take out one square. Look at that one square. And so it just sort of kind of rolled into this accountability for yourself, looking at my problems through an actual waffle, and letting that accountability and letting that the structure that's held up. Do you know there are people that watch this show to go to sleep at night because their brain's all frazzled? They need to slow down. That's the waffle philosophy. Just stop, take a minute, breathe, and let your problem be a waffle. It's not so scary if you do that.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to start their own show but on a different topic?
Don't give a fuck about your viewership. Straight up. I mean, this is for me. This is a natural closure for this show because I don't give a fuck about my followership. I give a fuck about me. So if you're wanting to start up your own show, then what I say to you is, don't worry about the viewers. Don't worry about the clicks. No, just show up and be you, boo. That's what gets you. If you're, I don't know. One of my original followers was from somebody when I went down to Pike Place Market and I got some produce and I said, hey, I'm about to start a waffle show with this produce. He's like, what? And I'm like, yep. And I just grabbed the name Everyday Waffles. Can you believe that shit? I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna produce a show, and there we go. That was one of my first subscribers, actually. Hey, I'm sure you're probably still watching.
How do you come up with your recipes?
Oh, that's kind of wild. All right. So big. I have a notebook somewhere. So there's a notebook that you get with all this nutritional shit, and you're having to plan out your dietary stuff, and you have to oh, how many proteins, how many carbs. You have to write out all your fucking food. Then you have to portion control. It's too much. Make a waffle. Why make it so hard when I can put all my nutrients into one waffle? So I started to see if I could take, this is how it all starts. I mean, I just a Sharpie pen, writing stuff down and then trying to figure it out if I can somehow, oh my gosh, pot roast waffle with a side of physical therapy. I mean, what a fucking name is that? But so, I literally just try to see how much of my everyday nutrients I can put into that waffle, and then juice and a protein shake. Make it simple and make it to where it doesn't hurt. Because, guys, this hurts. Food's not pleasant. Where I eat is stored right here. But I'm doing it. And wildly enough, who knew that this would be the last episode? But it's time. And that's the weirdest thing. I don't know. It feels weird when you know that something's just right. It's time to be accountable without the show. And I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of that. What else you guys think?
I think we've all had a blast watching you.
Oh, God, I've had a blast with this. I mean, being with friends, sometimes there's friends over there and they're watching, they're like, bitch, you ain't drinking wine, you drinking water. I'm like, I know, but nobody needs to know it's actually 10 a.m. right now. Or whatever. Fucking stupid shit. Or when I was talking to the guys overseas and I was making, I was actually drinking wine out of a coffee. It was fucking hilarious because, they're drinking coffee. I don't want the milk getting sloshed because they're just waking up. There's just, I don't know. Oh, and I will say this. There have been a few people that have been a part of this. This amazing guy in Italy. He wrote this book that I love philosophy. Philosophy is my jam. And he wrote this book, The Zombies of Marx, and I was able to compare that because who knew that? Well, just my closest friends knew that I had to teach myself how to read. And I learned how to read by wildly enough, reading Marx. That's what happens when you go to the librarian and say, what's the hardest book in the library to read? And that's what they hand you. I'm like, oh. Well, that's kind of like I had to learn the structure of words and stuff through that. But through this show, I got to meet that philosopher who very well could be jailed for his thoughts. And then I was able to force through, and I had to slam through and got it. I was just really persistent to get the first review for his book onto Amazon. That's some powerful ass shit. Otherwise, I don't know. I wrote a great review for it, and they wouldn't put it up, so I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna get this review on there. And so I did. And that was all a part of just the show. It's connected me to some amazing ass humans I never would have gotten a chance to meet otherwise. And it also, my kitchen and my living room, so comforting for so many people. Oh my God. How many times have the world's problems been solved at my table? I used to have a giant table that could sit 12, and these banquet feasts that I would cook before everything happened. And then we got rid of everything, got rid of the table because the wheelchair wouldn't go around it. One by one, death from 1,000 slices, and then I was able to find this beautiful happiness and joy through the Waffle channel. It was pretty incredible. I think the number one thing, if I could pull one thread out of Everyday Waffles from the beginning to the end, that one thread is I was able to bring my living room, my kitchen, my cooking, my love to everybody who wanted to see it. You could all be a part of it. My real, honest, here we are. Except there were a few episodes where I literally took everything some dirty dishes would be sitting over here and you didn't actually know it. Or that one time I was helping a friend move and their stuff was here. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to move that over here. It was fucking hilarious. But y'all didn't know that. Kind of shifted. But for the most part, yeah. But having people here, again, but all different kinds of people. People I've never met before. I don't know most of you. And hardly any of you say hello in the comments, so I just know that you enjoy it. And that's cool as fuck. So there's been so many amazing people that got to sit at my table. I don't need to know who's sitting at the table. I'm just glad you came. Yeah. I think if I was to close it out with one thing, I live in a glass house. I tell my story. I let my story be known. It's a fucking hell of a story. It's a story that travels around the world. It's like, I'm a unicorn. What's a unicorn? It's somebody who's different. And I kind of set myself apart, I think, from the rest. I never meant to, but it just happened that way. And I have the Save the World complex. What can I say? But even with the Save the World complex, the humbling of everything, nothing stings more than the loss of a spouse. That's been rough. Nothing stings more than having to battle something that you knew you were gonna get through, but you didn't really want to. I was tired as fuck. I don't think anybody realized how tired I was. But guess what? I needed help. And that help came in the form of 20 to 30 people deep. Do you think that I could choose to stay away? Nah, I chose to come back. It was like these kids need a fucking miracle. That's what I pulled off. And it's pretty amazing. As the clock goes, in this house we ask a lot of things about time. We wind the clock. We stop the clock. There's a giant one with no hands that says, what is time? With the grandmother. Right now the grandfather's stopped for this video. We can stop time here in this house. And what do we do when we stop time? We fully focus and are fully present. That's a beautiful thing. I love to be able to say, hang on just a second. I'm having troubles listening to you. Let me just stop the fucking clock. Just hold this space right now. You, me. Let's just listen. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm listening to my body. My body's telling me we're gonna be on one hell of a journey, but this one's private. This just went into a privacy moment. The curtains are being closed, so to speak, so that my heart can be fully blooming and awesome. It needs to grow in a direction that is gonna be very fucking amazing, but also just for me. Yeah. I would say Everyday Waffles has been such a fucking joy. It's kept me alive. It really has. But in a way, it just set me free. I love you guys. Thanks for being a part of this. Station's gonna stay up. I'll still be here. You can still send me your thoughts, your questions, always. I'll respond to each and every one of you. Every time. But as far as the video goes, it's time for me to say I love you. I'm gonna feed just me for a little while. And to do that, it's gonna take some privacy.